Alright, so we are here today to learn how to make an origami pinwheel. Alright, so this is pretty simple. It's a relatively easy design. Alright, it makes a great decoration when you're done with it, especially if you actually manage to use double-sided paper. Though I used single-sided here, all single color, as you can tell here. So, you're going to use any size square, but I'm going to be using my regular size, 6-inch or 15 centimeter in the video. Alright? Alright, so let's get started, shall we? So let's get started on that pinwheel. Alright, so again, I'm using a 6-inch or 15 centimeter square. So again, you can, in theory, make this out of any size square that you'd like. So the bigger the square, the bigger your pinwheel. Alright, so we're going to get started by folding our square in half along the diagonal. Alright, so we're going to fold opposite points together. Okay, do your best to get it as lined up and straight as possible. Alright. Okay. Alright. And then you're going to unfold it, and we're going to do the same thing, but the opposite direction. So this corner to this corner, halfway on the diagonal again. Alright? So, alright. And then again, we're going to unfold. Alright? So we're going to end up with something like this. Alright? Okay, so now we're going to take our 2 points, top and bottom, and we're going to fold them to the center crease. Alright? Do your best to get the points in the middle. Alright? Our creases should parallel that center line. We're going to do this top and bottom. Alright? Okay, so we're going to end up with something like this. Okay, now we're going to flip it over and take these points and fold them to the center. Okay? Do the same thing we did before. Opposite points, opposite direction though, okay? Alright, so you end up with something like this. Okay, now we're going to flip it back over. Alright? Okay? And we're going to take our 2 points and fold them to the center at an angle. Alright, so like this. Alright, we're going to do this opposite sides. Okay? So we're going to end up with something kind of like this. Alright? And then again, we're going to flip it over and do the same thing with our opposite points on the opposite side. So, again, fold our points to the middle. Alright? Okay, and then we're going to flip it back over. Alright? So we're going to end up with something like this. Okay? Alright, see this? We're going to end up with something kind of like this. Alright? Now we're going to get to the tricky part. We're going to need to pull out again. Pull out these flaps. So we're going to take this. Alright? The original corner we folded in, not this upper flap. And we're going to pull it out and collapse it. Alright? And we're going to do the same thing here. Pull it out and collapse it. Alright? Then we're going to flip it over. Do the same thing again. Pull out and collapse. Pull out and collapse. Alright? and you have your pinwheel. Ta-da!